Let me show and explain to you guys why I completely changed my speed to lead system from this multi-agent system to this simplified workflow. If we dive back into my multi-agent system, you can see we have a manager agent or kind of like a head agent. We have two different agents tasked with accomplishing specific tasks, like the CRM agent, which is tasked with actually capturing the lead and adding it into our CRM, which in this case is Airtable. And then we have a research agent, which then uses a research agent tool to conduct research on the lead itself, and then drafts and sends an email personalized to the inquiry, also letting our team know that we just got a new lead. But the issue with this system, and to be honest, the majority of AI agent systems or agentic workflows, multi-agent systems, whatever you want to call it, they're not very good and they're not very reliable because you kind of hand off a lot of the data transformation to these agents. You rely on their outputs to be correct every time and the inputs. So when you have a system like this, we all know that LLMs aren't 100% reliable, and there's just little control that you have here when these agents are talking to each other. And I noticed when I look in the execution tabs of this multi-agent system, while it looks very cool, it was failing a lot of the time, especially when it got to the research tool. So I had a when executed by another workflow trigger here that receives a query from the research agent, but I needed the query to be the website in a specific format. But sometimes it would output the HTTPS in front of the website. Sometimes it would output just the domain of the website. Sometimes it would output a paragraph. It would query a paragraph to this workflow, and it would just break and break and break no matter how many guardrails I tried to add to the prompt. So that's when I sat back and said, what am I doing? I need to completely redesign the system, which is, in my opinion, the most important system a business can have, especially a service-based one that takes inbound leads. And why don't I just make it a linear workflow where I can control the data that goes in, control the data that goes out, and have a repeatable process that happens every single time? Now, don't get me wrong, there are use cases for AI agents, but I promise you, workflows just like this, linear AI automation systems, can solve and work perfectly fine in 99% of business cases. So all I did was take the exact same thing that's happening in this system. Someone goes on my website, fills out a form, we add them to the CRM, we perform research on their company, we draft and send a personalized email, and we notify our team. And I took away the agentic aspect of it. I wanted more control on what's going in and what's coming out to every node. This system does the exact thing. Of course, I added more to it because whenever you're rebuilding a system, you always think of new things to do. This one actually works with a Calendly system, tracks booking appointments, everything like that. But the principle is still the same. It's still a speed to lead system, but this system can run 100 times and is going to work 100 times because I'm not banking on an LLM or an AI agent to output the correct output. I'm putting data through specific transformations to ensure that the input going into each node is exactly how I want it to be, and the output that the node is outputting is exactly what we need. Yes, AI agents might look cool. You need to be focused on the fundamentals of AI automation before you start going into these flashy multi-agent systems, because the number one killer as an AI automation agency to your client is a system that doesn't even work. I promise you, anyone who's actually built working AI automation systems and deployed them into client workflows or client's business, I promise you they will tell you a linear workflow always works better than an AI agent. If you want a more deep dive breakdown on this speed to lead system, go ahead and comment full breakdown, and I'll start working on a full YouTube video for you guys. I also give away my templates from my YouTube videos for free in my free school community called the AI Growth Lab. Just head over to the classroom, the Builders Vault. Anytime I post a YouTube video with a build, I give the template away for free.